Okay, so we've been playing Snowdonia tonight, which we've played quite a few times, and it's been really enjoyable. It's such an interesting game in lots of ways, and today panned out very differently. We also had Derek with us, which is nice. We haven't had Derek for a while.
It rained a lot.
It did, that and fog. But I think Jason wants to talk first about his experience. Jason.
I think you've used the word talk incorrectly. I want to bloody rant about this game. A, it's flawed, because you're supposed to be building a bloody track up a mountain, and it turns out that in the whole game we built less than half of the track. So that's the problem. It doesn't help when your colleagues, your associates, your friends tell you the opposite rule to the actual game instructions. So I'm sitting here, you've never seen so much iron. See this? He's got 2 turns there. He's got about 3 turns there. And Gary's sitting there. I'll tell you what, this is how smug he is. Look, that is the smug Gary, I told you the wrong rule face. Anyway, to carry on. Yeah, it's all right.
Damning with faint praise, Jason.
Derek, with Cat.
Oh, yes, very nice shot. It's very Bond.
It was fairly easy to get to grips with, so that was good. But yeah, it rained a lot. But I guess that's what happens up the mountain.
Derek could talk. He comes from New Zealand, where it rains more than anywhere, probably. But
Does he strike a good Mr. Bond face?
Hand it back to me.
He's a Bond villain.
Gary, your turn.
It does look like a Bond villain there, doesn't it? Ah.
Okay,
So
so
been
Gary
expecting
won by a street mile again this evening, which was good.
Wonder
Cheers.
why.
Why did he win? Why did you win, Gary?
Incorrect rules.
Well, superb play, obviously. I do contest that I told Jay the wrong rule, because I plainly said throughout that you didn't have to clear the station before you could build it.
Order, order, order.
But this was quite a different game from what we've often had with Snowdonia. We had lots of white cubes coming out, event cubes coming out, 3 in the very first turn, which really set the tone. And then we basically been to the top of the track and bounced back twice.
And
So-
as a result, we have
using bottle
3
tops.
bottle tops to show the things that we didn't have to use. Normally use the black tokens. 3 of them totally redundant, so it was quite hard work.
Anybody that's
A lot
played this
of,
more than once will be laughing at how we've played this, because there's not the rules, obviously.
A lot of track not able to be built because of the events coming out. But it's a very nice game. It's very enjoyable. But you do have to
Flawed.
know how to play it.
Yeah, you do.
One way or the other.
Well, if that wasn't
Steve.
smug enough for you, we'll think about some more things. I think it's remarkably wacky and chaotic, which I really like. I really like the weather, because it totally changes the way the game plays. We had loads and loads of rain and fog, and I thought I was doing well because I managed to nick this card off Gary, which is the clearing the rubble. But despite all my best efforts, it just didn't quite work for me. I came second, which is, I think it's quite a good result. I didn't get off to a good start. And anyway, enough about me. We'll be talking about the game later in some few days' time, and look forward to seeing you then.